Hi guys, today we will learn about the basic physiology of cardiac system. So heart is pumping a four chamber pumping unit of the whole body. It pumps the oxygenated blood to the general circulation and deoxygenated blood to the pulmonary circulation for purification. Okay, so there are four chambers of our heart. Let's suppose this is the left side of the heart, and this is the right side of the heart. Okay, so here are the valves. So this is the division of four chambers. This is the left atrium. This is left ventricle. This is right ventricle, and this is right atria. So the function of atria, both the atria is similar. Right atria, normally first the basic function, they receive the blood. So the right atria receives the blood from the whole body. The left atria, this receives the blood from the pulmonary veins. Receives blood from the pulmonary veins. And from here, you all know there is inferior vena cava, and from the upper part of the body there is superior vena cava, inferior vena cava, which drains the blood into the right atria. And after the atria, we will learn about the ventricle function. Ventricles, what the ventricle does to the blood. So ventricles pump the blood. What the atria does? Atria does the receiving of the blood, and the ventricle pump the blood. First, the right ventricle. The right side of the heart pump the blood to the lungs from the pulmonary arteries. Now the left ventricle, it pump the blood into the general circulation or to the whole body. So, and the right ventricle, we can say it pump the blood into the pulmonary circulation. Okay, and this into the general circulation. So now let's come to the diagram. Let's suppose here are the lungs. Okay, when the atria receives the blood from the superior vena cava and the inferior vena cava, the right atrium filled with the blood, and when the right atria contracts, the tricuspid valves, these are the tricuspid valves, and they opens and blood is ejected into the ventricular chamber. Similarly, on the left side, when the left atria filled with the blood which comes from the pulmonary circulation, and the blood into the right atria is coming from the general circulation, and the atrias are the receiving unit. The left atria filled with the blood and the mitral valve opens and the blood is pumped into the ventricular chamber of left heart. So after this, the blood is filled with the ventricles are filled with blood. The left ventricle contracts and ejects the blood into the general circulation by pumping the blood into the aorta. This is aorta. And the right ventricle pump the blood into the pulmonary arteries, and the pulmonary arteries go into the lungs, and here the purification of the blood is there. The deoxygenated blood converts into the and purifies into the oxygenated blood, and these are the pulmonary arteries and these are the pulmonary veins. The pulmonary veins collects the